Hey guys, so today I want to talk to you about making the most of your training with a busy lifestyle. Lots of us are these days, lots of work, lots of family life, lots of chores around that. It can get really difficult. I've got a few clients with 4 kids, 5 kids, big busy jobs, doing a lot of traveling, a lot of business trips. These are the kind of tips that I always offer them to get the most out of their training. So I wanted to share some of these ideas with you guys. Maybe you're at college, maybe you're at university, maybe you're just the kind of person who likes to do a lot of different things in their life and can only dedicate a little bit of time to their training, to their running. But I wanted to share some of my ideas for you to get the most out of your training time so that you can get the best out of it and still enjoy it and get into some great shape without having to dedicate lots of hours that you don't have. Okay, so the first point I want to make is you just need to sit down. You need to take a minute, take a step back, look at your life. What are all those different components that make up a day for you? Maybe even break down your day. You've got 24 hours in a day, 8 hours of that is sleep, 6, 7, 8 hours, 9 hours of that could be work. Sit down, plan out your day, see where the gaps are, see where the potential places are where you can put that training in. And for a lot of people, it's obviously going to be before work, it could be in lunch break, and it could be after work. Now, are you sitting on Facebook? Are you watching something on Netflix? Are you, wasting time within those areas? Are you sitting down at the TV all night long after work? Think about those areas and think about, can I realistically get an hour? Get 30 minutes, 45 minutes. If you really sit down and really think about it, I'm sure you can figure out that time in the day where you can get your training in and you can make the most of it. So the most important thing I think for many people, for many runners, is just getting out the door and getting going. Those first few steps are always the hardest. So what I recommend to a lot of runners with busy lifestyles is try to get up early, try to beat that madness of the day, get a good head start on it, get your training done before anything else in the day gets in the way. So get up a bit earlier than you typically would, set that alarm and make it happen. Get your running gear organized first thing in the morning or first thing in the evening before you go to bed at night, before you relax, so you can just get up first thing in the morning, get out the door and get your training in. Now, of course, if you're starting any new routine, it will be difficult, will be challenging to start with, but definitely getting out first thing in the morning, having that adventure, having that time to yourself, just to reflect on what's going to happen in the day ahead, get that fitness in, is going to start the day on a real buzz, a real high, have lots of great energy for the rest of the day. You've put your workout in then, so there's no stress the rest of the day worrying about when you're going to fit that run in, when you're going to fit that session in. Get up early and make it happen. So if you don't have the time to get up first thing in the morning and get out the door before the chaos of the day takes over, then maybe think about how are you traveling to work. Are you sitting in a car for an hour on end? Are you sitting in a bus, in a taxi, on a train? Is there some way that you could mix that commute to make a running commute part of your every single day? So could you run to work? Could you run home from work? You don't have to go both ways. Can you figure that out? Can you get organized with that? Leaving your shirt, your ties, whatever it is in your office, and making that happen. You don't have to run the whole distance. You can always commute half of it on the train, on the bus, public transport, and then run from a certain distance. And obviously you can do this either way, so you can make a lot of great headway. I know a lot of runners who are incredibly busy but do all their running, all their training on purely running commutes back and forth from work. You can obviously fit your sessions in there as a fartlek session, as a tempo session. You can really make the most and get some fantastic fitness by purely changing the way that you look at your commute to work and thinking, I'm going to run that, I'm going to make it happen. And you can build those miles up really nice and really well and get some great routine out of that. So the next point I want you to think about, guys, is just making sure you use your time effectively. Run effective sessions. So if you've got a short time span to play within your week to really dedicate to training, thinking about making those training runs worthwhile. You're not going to be able to get big, long, huge mileage weeks in, perhaps if you can't do a run commute every day, or if you can't do this, you can't do that, things are going to get difficult. So really focus in on those key sessions that you want to get in each week. Maybe focus in on getting an interval session in where you're really getting those hard short efforts in, but you can really squeeze an incredible amount, including your warm-up, your cool down, your stretching, all of that into an hour, but you can build some fantastic fitness there. Or even think about adding in some tempo runs within the week. So that's going to really drive that lactic threshold level up. It's going to increase that fitness, and these key sessions are really what develop you as a runner. Obviously, running high mileage or running more miles is something that a lot of runners always want to think about, especially if you're aiming for those longer races, those half marathons, those marathons. But sometimes you just need to accept the time that you do have and think about it carefully, think about it in a structured way. If you've only got a few hours a week to train, make it worthwhile. Make those interval sessions, make those tempos a priority, and then any additional hours around that, just get those easy runs in there and get those mileage in there as well. Okay, so maybe you're a busy stay-at-home parent, you've got kids to look after all day long, maybe consider getting a treadmill. Having a treadmill in the home can really help you stay on top of your training. You can make the most of your training while you're still there looking after the kids, keeping an eye on them. Obviously a treadmill is a fantastic training tool to have as well. If you're living in an area, maybe you're living somewhere like Canada where you're getting a lot of snow, a lot of heavy deep winters, maybe the darkness is something that affects you as well, so that you don't want to go out there early in the morning. Getting a treadmill, guys, can make a world of difference getting those running miles in. Yes, it'll be difficult to start with, maybe if you're not a fan of treadmills or you don't enjoy them, but you can always mix things up with those. You can do some different treadmill sessions, you can add some incline in there, make it a focus point, guys. Make a treadmill maybe something that you've never considered buying before in your life, or maybe it could be something that really changes your running for you. Another idea I've got for you guys, if you do have kids, if you do have a big family, get them involved in the workout, get them involved in the activity. Make it a family activity that you can all enjoy, you can all benefit from, you can all get that extra bit of exercise. So maybe if you've got kids but you still want to take your running seriously, you could take them down to the local running club. You can have them joining with a junior club. Hopefully there is one around for you. You'd be surprised if you check this out, guys. You might find a running club near you where they have the juniors, the kids club. So you can leave the kids there to get on doing their laps, doing their activities, their tag, their sprints, their relays, whatever it is that they're doing and they're enjoying. And I'm sure they'll have a great time with that, whilst you can be off with your group doing your laps, doing your sessions, your intervals. You can have a fantastic time there and really get your workout, your kids get a workout, everyone's happy, everyone's got that endorphin high, and it's a great way to really get it in. So in the comments below, guys, let me know if this video helped. I hope it did. It's just a quick, easy ideas for you to really make the most of your training. Like I said, it's not easy. I know how busy a lot of people are. I've been there myself, and training is something I know that really changes my personality. It makes me a better person, makes me happier, and running is a big part of my life, and I'm sure it is for you. So if you've got a busy lifestyle, guys, you can still make it work. Some of the best runners out there have worked full-time jobs all the way through and run some incredible achievements there. So yeah, let me know in the comments, guys, if this helped you. Let me know what you get up to. Maybe you are a busy family person or a businessman who travels a lot. I'd really like to really enjoy hearing what you guys get up to with your training to make the most of it. But yeah, make sure you like this video, guys. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Lots of adventures, lots of short running tips, videos, coaching ideas like this for you guys. If you need coaching or if you're interested in it, you can always get in touch with me at harryrunsuk@gmail.com. But thanks for watching, guys, and happy running.